back, everyone. If you don't know, this is going to be season 2 of I Review Stuff. Special shout out to those who saw the trailer, so you already know what's coming. For those that don't know, last year, or not, I won't say last year, but during the pandemic, I got this idea to review hot sauces with friends. We all chit-chat on Discord while I reviewed it. They watched me, ask questions, blah, blah. The only simple rules were it was just a hot sauce that I either hadn't tried, or if I did try, it wasn't in a proper setting. It was just like a weird trying of hot sauces. So I wanted to do a more proper video, especially try hot sauces from around the world, and not just any hot sauces, ones I haven't really tried. So we're going back for season 2 after a long-awaited hiatus. But there's been a delay between trailer and now, and when this idea came up, because I didn't know what to use for the base of samplings. I went with bratwurst, different types of sausages, egg rolls. I was thinking of other pretzels, like breads. But then I went with chicken strips. But these are Popeye spicy chicken strips. So, and to further add into the hype of the video, I have something special for y'all. Get you ready. Mustard cam. Yeah. Also, disregard the green screen. It looks shitty, I know. I'm in a weird witch situation. For those that know, they know. But anywho, back to the mustard cam. So if I put this up, it's not going to show up too well because it goes in this. We're going to go on our mustard cam. This is the top of the mustard. You can spin this around, see. This mustard here is a Bavarian style mustard. That's all I know. And here, plate chicken tender. I just have this as full paper because I don't want to clean up after myself once I'm done. You know, keep it simple. So this is going to be a multi-part series, of course, as you know. So the mustards, there's several that you saw in the trailer, plus I have a lot more that aren't in the trailer. Now, I don't know, to be honest with you, where these are from. And people are going to ask, well, if you're from America at least, there's the standard yellow mustard, which everyone knows. This is a classic. Get the little funky plastic bottle with the yellow shaped mustard bottle. Everyone knows what that is. We're not doing that. Someone said Great Poupon, commercial from the 90s. Two guys in like a Rolls Royce limo thing asking about, do you have any Great Poupon? The other guy says, yeah, here, have some. I tried that. I already know what it is, so we're not doing that either. But we will do this. Now, I have to class it up a plastic takeout fork to spread said mustard onto said plate so we can try said chicken tender with this Bavarian style mustard. Now, I don't know anything about this brand, and I'm probably going to butcher the name. Lever Snur, I don't know, because it's got the weird double O of the accent with the double little dots on top. So, again, I'll hold this up to the camera. Yeah, you see it? That's the name. And this looks like a stone ground type of mustard. So you'll have ground chunks in it, which I do love. Now, I don't know what makes this Bavarian versus other types of stone ground mustards that I've had. Now, I'm just going to tell you right now, just from putting the knife into the... Let me do the mustard cam here. Y'all can see this here on the mustard cam. Now, I entered this in there, and you can see here, let me get a good dip for y'all on the mustard cam. I don't know if you can kind of see what it looks like here. I don't want to. So, with this one, it goes in smooth. Ooh. I think I did. Okay, well, I did spill a little bit on my keyboard. You know what? Let me grab a napkin here because I'm not prepared, but I am now. So it is grainy, and I want to try the mustard on my own, or on its own. So it's sweet. I don't know why I'm going to use this, but it tastes like honey. And actually, even though those you do see like the mustard seeds, you actually don't really see them. But it's real smooth. Like there's some texture, but it's not like a gritty texture. It's hard to explain. So let's try it with our tender here. We're gonna lather it up. And one thing to note from this one versus when we did this a few years back during the pandemic is there's no friends right now. There might be some friends on future episodes. I'm not going to spoil it, but we'll see what happens. Now, we'll get this to go. Hey, shout out to Popeyes. Great tender, spicy, love it. But does this mustard enhance the flavor of the tender? And well, I'm not sure. I had to go in for a second. Dab. Because I gotta get a good glob on this here. Okay. Yes. This mustard goes well with this tender. It's a great tender. That the mustard highlights the spices that are in the spicy tenderness. And that creaminess of the mustard, which is really odd because it does look like a stone ground mustard. We would think it would be gritty, but it's not. Accomplishes it. And it brings just enough sweetness, and I don't know if it really is sweet, or maybe because the edible I had earlier might have affected my taste buds, but it tastes sweet like honey almost. And it's not a honey mustard, but it does go well with this. And like I said, texture, it's got like a honey flavor if honey had a little bit of spice, but not like a spicy hot, like more of a wasabi type spice. Like if you had wasabi or horseradish, that's the kind of spice node that I'm getting from this mustard with the honey. And it's actually, like I said, it's real, like I said, creamy is a word I wouldn't use with it, but, well, it's just visually, if, like I said, let me hold this up there, you can kind of see it. It looks, and you can kind of see it better on the sides maybe, that it's got like little mustard seeds in it, and I honestly think they're wizards. Because, like, I see it, I visually see the spices and the seeds, you think, reading this, I don't get it. I just don't get it. So, that's the mustard there, and I actually kind of like it. I'm digging this review episode of mustards, and I got some great ones that I'm going to try in upcoming episodes. So stick around. So I don't know yet, but I need to find out all the countries that have a mustard and what kind of mustard they are. Because, like, Germany's known for mustard. France is also known for mustard. And there's Chinese mustard, which if you grew up in Chinese America with the Chinese fast foods, I'm going to throw something in my mouth. But if you do, or if you have grown up with Chinese American fast foods, you remember those little hot mustard packets you would get with your egg rolls and stuff? My mom loves that stuff, but I don't know what that would be called other than hot mustard. I don't know if there's a formal name for it. And then I know there's a few countries in Europe that use mustard. America has the yellow mustard, the Heinz yellow mustard, which we're not reviewing, I already said. But there are distinct colors and things, and I'm just curious what other countries and things that they use the mustard with. Like I've used mustard with barbecue sauces. Carolina barbecue is a mustard type based sauce. I love it. I use mustard in all sorts of things. Actually, if you get a good stone ground mustard and slather it on some roasted chicken or on a whole chicken, and you do with the spatchcock chicken, where you dispose of it in the middle, and then you spread it out. You just put this like stone ground mustard. You can use a Dijon too, but I like stone ground, and because you get the texture to it, and you bake it on. You put it on both sides too, and you got to put it on one of those baking racks where it's got like slots to it, and all the grease can drain. Because you want this to crisp up. You don't want it to sit in its own juices. You want to save those juices because that's going to be great gravy and flavor agents for other stuff later. But then you take the mustard, put it on, and when it cooks, it creates like this crust, like the salt crusted fish and chickens and other things they've done salt crusted stuff with, but with mustard. And you can actually eat this one. It's delicious. Well, everyone, let's put the seal on this mustard episode. Again, this is the review, and again, sorry for the green screen shittiness, but this is the one. This is the brand. I'll put it under the mustard cam here. Again, you can kind of see. Let's go this way. And it's got a little seal of a lion. That's the underside. So, like I said, you can see the little grains in there that make it think it's a stone ground, but it's not. But thank you for watching. Have a good one.